What's up guys, Daniel Walton here. Let's dive right into this video. I'm gonna break down exactly what you need to know as an advertiser in 2025 to combat the privacy policy changes that are happening. Now, who is this gonna be good for? Now, this is especially going to be impactful for any business that is selling products or services over $300. So if you sell products or services over $300, you're gonna wanna watch this. Now, who am I? I'm Daniel Walton. Over the last 3 years, I've been scaling businesses to 7, 8, and 9 figures, from telemedicine businesses to all different types of businesses. We're a TikTok partner and a Facebook advertising partner. Collectively, we've spent over $20 million on campaigns, most of these being creator-driven campaigns. So creating UGC, working with influencers, and these strategies are what's working today. Now, what exactly are the privacy policies that are happening? So 2025, Google is actually eliminating cookies. Now, why does this affect you? Well, cookies are little snippets of data and code that go on your website. This is exactly how marketers track. And this is how most businesses optimize their campaigns with this data. Additionally, iOS 14.5, which prevented cross-tracking. That's where, like, you notice whenever you get a new iOS device, it's like it always asks you, do you want this app to track you across other apps, right? Everybody, of course, says no to that. So how do you combat these things? I mean, these are like massive blows, and I'm sure if you've been advertising for a while, maybe you've seen diminishing results. Maybe some of your strategists that were previously doing things aren't working the way that they used to. And we figured out exactly what the game plan is. So the reason these privacy policy changes have caused Facebook particularly to adjust. Now, Google, they've been pushing this back because I believe that Google is actually affecting this delay. They were supposed to do it back in like 2023. Google was initially supposed to remove these cookies, but they've been pushing it back and back. Now, Facebook is probably, as an advertiser, a lot less jeopardized by this. Now, why is that? Well, because Facebook, they have all this on-platform data, where yes, Google does, but you're on a browser, right? Those browsers are eliminating it. When you use the app, there's no in-app like limitations. They're getting all of that data. That's why I think Google is really going to be affected in 2025. So you might have successful Google campaigns, which is great. Keep writing those out as long as you can. Google's going to have a massive impact, and you need strategies that are going to combat that. Now, as a Facebook partner, we learned from our rep, there's certain things that they actually internally started optimizing for. You might have heard how Facebook leaked how its AI is doing all these things. Well, as an advertiser, if you know what those things are, you can actually leverage it to your advantage, right? Understanding these key metrics. So the most important thing for you to succeed and to scale past $10, $20, $30,000 in ad spend, number one thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to have content first strategies. What do I mean by content first strategies? So that's going to be working with creators, doing podcast style content like this. And if you're in Orange County or LA or really anywhere in Southern California, hit me up. Let's get you on my podcast. I have a podcast. We can do a lot. We can create amazing podcast style content. This is going to be talking head style content. Pretty much anything you might see that's like short form or shareable talking type content, those are going to be the content first strategies that I mean, right? So why is this so important? Because we get data from these platforms. Facebook is analyzing everything. Its AI is watching watch time, shares, likes, saves, and even your face. Yes, it's looking at how you engage and respond to this content. And as you're aware, how I'll break down quickly why this is important to you as an advertiser. Okay, and I'm gonna paint a picture around organic content. So with organic content, as I covered above, it creates an engagement score. It then shows your content to select followers, approximately 5%. If those 5% followers get a good engagement score, then it's going to show it to more people. It's going to actually double the amount. Then what happens is if it continues to get a good engagement score, if it gets another good engagement score, then what it's going to do is it's going to show it onto the Explore page. And this is how content goes viral. Well, now you're wondering like, hey, I watched this video for ads. How does this apply to your ads? So I'm going to break it down for you. And this is actually where it gets very interesting. The same AI that they use and is looking at everything the AI is literally, it's even watching what color shirts you buy or wear. And when it sees what color shirts you buy and wear, it shows you more of those color shirts. So if you're a clothing company watching this and you have white shirts, like you need to put all your white shirts in one campaign. You need to segment your campaigns. You don't need to do so much targeting. Let the creative be the targeting. So that's where that's important. So how this applies to you as an advertiser is the same AI is used on your ads. And what it does is it's watching all of those things. It's watching everything. It watches all of this. It actually has a lot more than that. To be specific, our rep told us it has an average of 52,000 points of preference per user, which means it knows 52,000 things about you that you like. I don't even know a couple hundred. So it knows what content you like and don't like. It knows what kind of cars you like and so much more. So you need to really put yourself into the shoes and into the app of your audience, okay? Imagine for a second scrolling on your audience's phone. What kind of content are they going to see? You should ask your best customers, your best clients, hey, can you send me a screen recording of you just scrolling through your feed? That's the kind of content that you're going to want. Now, why is this? The AI, it's just like a piece of content that goes viral. We can replicate that effect with paid ads. So by having more engaging content, right? So what is the more engaging content? Watch time, shares, likes, saves, how your face responds to it. This is what's considered more engaging content. So by creating that engaging content with paid ads, the more engaging content, it then does something very powerful for you as an advertiser. It lowers your CPM, which for those of you that don't know this is how Facebook charges you, cost per 1,000 impressions. So what exactly is an impression? An impression is any time your ad hits a screen. So whether it's there and they're just scrolling, regardless, right? So the ad is looking at the engagement of the content. It's also looking at other characteristic traits. So you can have an ad that's very clickbaity, right? So why not just create like really clickbaity, wild content? Well, what's going to happen is the AI is watching all things. We'll call it the all-seeing eye for those of you that are Lord of the Rings fans like me. It's watching all things, including your CTR to link click CTR. So you can have an ad that stops the scroll and gets a high CTR, but if it has a low link click, the AI is analyzing and saying something's off here. This ad doesn't align with what the outcome is. You want them to click and go and buy. You want them to click and become a lead. You want them to click and become a schedule. So it's analyzing these ratios and it says, okay, something's off. So what happens is it will also punish you. It punishes poor behavior. So if you have like boring static ads that are just coupon type ads, coupon/Canva ads, right? Nothing real great. If you have poor messaging, because it's looking at the messaging, which is your headlines, your copy, the actual content and video. It's looking at your landing page, which is composed of your VSL, your copy, your images, your load time, all these factors. And it's going to reward you or it's going to punish you based off of certain statistics. Now, as an advertiser like myself, and an advertiser might even be the lower level term, I would say more of a digital strategist, right? We're looking at the same data that this AI provides you. So you have to analyze the data. I'll give you an example. We had a client they were spending $30K per month and they're like, yeah, we have like $175 acquisition cost. This was for a telemedicine client. They do weight loss, which isn't terrible, right? Actually, I think there's a lot of advertisers that would love our $175 acquisition cost. So I get to the bottom of it. Their real issue wasn't their acquisition cost. Their real issue was they had a show rate issue. And so they bring me in, I analyze the campaign. And previously what was happening is they were spending $30,000. They were making about $45,000 per month. So about a 1.5 times ROAS. We went in and I realized there were some errors, right? They had all video ads running. Their ads had bad edits, had bad headlines, overlays, and then they didn't even understand how to write copy. Their copy would call out somebody that was unaware, and then it would transition to a highly aware person, meaning, here's an example of what that looks like. You're struggling with obesity. Did you know it might not be your fault? It could be that you have hormone issues and all these issues, but for only $1.99, you can get semaglutide, right? They targeted somebody that was unaware. Hey, did you know you have a hormone issue? It might not be your fault, but there's a new solution. Now, this solution, it comes from a doctor, and if you want to learn more, watch this video, right? There's different ways to communicate to them based off of where they're at. So all we did is I went in, because it takes us generally about 2 to 4 weeks to turn around content. So if you do want to work with us, definitely reach out to us. We can help you create content if you're an e-commerce brand and don't even want us to do your media buying. We can help you for your telemedicine clinic, for your med spa. Everybody's going to benefit from this. And here's exactly what happened. So this company was spending 30 grand on ads. In 3 days, we improved their number. They were getting $80 appointment costs. And what we did is we tightened up the edits. We put better overlays on the text. We improved the headlines and wrote copy that aligned with the ad. Go figure. When you do that, now the AI, it looked at the content. It read the copy. It read the headlines. It read the content. It read the landing pages. And it was like, I know who you're talking to. It knows 52,000 points of preference. When you actually give it what it wants, it rewards you. They were getting a $120 CPM. And just by doing that thing, we got it to a $37 CPM. Their appointment cost went from $80 to $14 appointment cost. This single thing alone took them from barely making money, $30K in ad spend per month. Now that $30K is making them $200K, which are the numbers that you want to be seeing as an advertiser. So this is what I mean when I say content first strategies. You have to understand these privacy policy changes. When you understand why things aren't happening, you're then going to look at campaigns, marketing, everything very different. Then you're going to start applying things that are actually going to help you as an advertiser, right? The AI has adjusted because of these privacy policy changes. Now it's analyzing what you're doing with content. So you need somebody like us to help you develop content. And if you want to work with us, we're relatively affordable depending on what you want. Basic packages start around $5,000. We have some clients spending $15,000, $20,000 a month just on content. We can come in and audit your business. We can audit your content. We can audit your campaigns. You can work with us for a couple months. You can work with me as a consultant. I don't have a one size fits all plan. That's where I'm different. I'm a digital strategist, and I can put a digital strategist who understands all this stuff in your business to oversee it. So if you want to work with us and you're not sure how to combat the policy changes, your prices are going up, all these things are being affected, make sure to book a call with our team.